Hi, I'm Wes Kurtz, and this is General Chemistry 2, Lab 2, Oxidation Reduction Activity Series. So here, got all my utensils ready to go. Got my well plate, a few different solutions here, and a few different metals. For my metals, I've got magnesium, zinc, iron, and lead. For my solutions, I've got sodium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, zinc nitrate, iron 3 chloride, and copper 2 sulfate. So without further ado, let's get going. Step 1 is to place 10 drops of sodium sulfate into A1 of the well plate. So here's sodium sulfate. 10 drops. Alright. Step 2 is magnesium sulfate. A2 of the well plate. Alright. Next is zinc nitrate. Okay. Iron 3 chloride. Iron 3, the first three here are all clear solutions. Iron 3 chloride is a brown, almost amber solution. And copper sulfate is a blue, dark blue, actually more of a light blue. Okay. And lastly, copper 2 sulfate. Okay. So got all my solutions in my well plate here. Next step looks like it is to, using your tweezers, insert a piece of magnesium into the sodium sulfate. Magnesium. Sodium sulfate was an A1, the very first solution that I used. So my magnesium. See if I can get it. Pretty difficult to handle. Got it. All right. All right. Immediately, it hasn't done much. You know, we'll let it sit. It looks like maybe small bubbles have formed around the metal. It's the magnesium. Not too much is happening right now. I'll record my observation after about 5-6 minutes. Alright. So next I'm going to put a piece of magnesium into the magnesium sulfate, which was the second solution. Oh, excuse me, I'm actually going to put a piece of zinc into the magnesium sulfate. So zinc, I've got zinc BB, looks like BB pellets here. Just pure zinc. So, see if I can't grab these with tweezers. I don't think that's going to be possible. Oh, I got it. Okay. Alright. Okay. My piece of magnesium that was in the sodium sulfate still hasn't done too much. Small bubbles maybe, but not too much so far. Next step is to carefully insert a piece of lead into the zinc nitrate. zinc nitrate was the third solution that I put into the well plate. So here I've got my lead here. I can't grab a piece of lead. Alright. And just to be sure, we read it, lead, piece of lead into the zinc nitrate. Immediately nothing happens. Actually the lead, I thought for a second the lead had become darker, but it doesn't look like it. Not too much going on right now. Next I'm going to put a piece of lead into the iron 3 chloride. So I got my lead. Iron 3 chloride. Alright. Doesn't look like too much is happening. Over back with the piece of magnesium and the sodium sulfate, it's starting to get little bubbles around the piece of metal itself, the piece of magnesium. Not much is happening with the zinc BB right now. But lastly, may not be able to turn the reactive. Alright. Okay. Insert a piece of lead to the zinc nitrate. Carefully insert the lead into the iron 3 chloride. And in the same way, carefully insert the iron into the copper 2 sulfate. Real quick, I'll put my piece of iron into my copper 2 sulfate. Almost immediately with the copper 2 sulfate, almost immediately it changed the color of the lead nail that I had there. Excuse me, the iron nail. It was a silver. Now it looks like it's almost a copper color. And that was right off the bat. So we'll leave it in there a few more minutes. I'll record all my observations, log it in my data table, my observation table, and write up my lab report and get it in. Thanks.